Hey everybody, welcome to day 15 of my Facebook Live challenge. I got it right today. I think that was the first day I got it completely right. Awesome! It only took half the challenge to get it right. I have a whole list of things to talk about today, which is exciting because usually I just ramble. I might ramble still. The animals are really active, so you're going to hear some background noise. First thing, if you haven't seen all of my many feeds, all of my social media outlets right now, I'm talking about this. YouTube banned my video. So I did this podcast with Eden Bradley yesterday. Well, we recorded it last Sunday and I posted it live yesterday. And part of the posting process is I put it out on YouTube as a video, right? But it's just basically like an image and then you can listen to it if you're watching YouTube. I guess either because I put not safe for work on there, because it's not explicit. The podcast is not explicit, but honestly, I wouldn't want to listen to it in front of children. That's just me. You might. It's up to you, right? But it's kind of sensitive material. It talks about women's sexual health and BDSM and kink, and maybe those are topics that are safe in your household, and that's totally up to you. But I thought, just for general public consumption, I'll just say not NSFW. Make it normal, right? Just make it a label. People can decide what they want. So I don't know if it was that scared them off, or if it was because I had too many product links. Because during the podcast, Eden talks about some books she recommends, and some like there's a list of different negotiations, like things you can do, recommendations for, like checklists for negotiations. And there's several links of those, and there's some videos that it links to, like the Naughty Boys, that was a dog, rope demo, things like that. And so maybe I had too many links. I don't know. Well, for whatever reason, they took it down. I appealed it, but I haven't heard back yet. So for now, I guess my podcast is too hot for YouTube. So if you want to see it, go to my website, because you can see it there. It's also on Spreaker. I'll put both those links in here so you can see them. So whoever you are watching me, give me a shout out so I can say hi. Ruffle, no baby. Okay. Dogs are everywhere today. Second thing is there is a freebie right now from CD Reiss, who had that, she put out the fantastic story, I loved it so much, called Bombshell. I reviewed it back in maybe April or March, sometime earlier this year, and I really liked it. It is like classic good storytelling. It evokes all the emotions. So she has another one that's free right now on Kindle, and it's called Submission, I think. I'll put the link in here so that you can see that. But I don't know how long that's going to be free, so absolutely grab it. I mean, there's no risk, right? Okay. Yes, we've decided. No risk. Grab the freebies. The 1001 Dark Nights cruise, we're going. I say we, me, my friends Cheryl and Michelle, who you will meet on Friday, maybe Saturday, for sure Saturday, but maybe also Friday. We'll see if I can talk them into Friday. There are still spaces open for that cruise, so if you want to go, thanks Bailey. I know it's going to be fun, and everybody should go. Bailey even agrees. My 19-year-old cat says, go on the 1001 Dark Nights cruise. They do have some availability still, and you could still book a cabin through, October 15th, which is still a little bit of ways away, and you can pay through October 15th. But after that, they have to return the inventory to the cruise line, so if you want to go, you should probably get on that. And it's going to be pretty awesome. If you haven't seen the author lineup for that, check it out, because I'm super excited. Like, one, it's cruising, which is fun anyway. And two, with a bunch of romance authors and romance fans, come on, how much better does it get? This is like the best. I'm really curious what we're going to be doing. I mean, I don't even need to know what we're going to be doing to just know I'm going to have a good time. But now I'm curious, like, what are we going to do on this cruise? Okay, next. I'm trying a new way to give away prizes. I've been doing raffle copters. Just saying that name out loud makes me realize what a silly name it is. Actually, I don't use Rafflecopter. I use Giveaway Tools, which is still in beta, but it's the same concept. It's this prize widget, and you basically, to enter to win the prize, you have to do things like yes, I commented, check the box, and then make a comment. And yes, I subscribed and signed up for a newsletter and tweet something for a point, or share to Facebook, or visit a Facebook page, or whatever. And I've been doing that for years, ever since these tools became available. I think I'm going to try something different for a while. I want to try giveaways just through comments. So if you want to win something, just comment on the post, and I'll just draw a random number, and that person gets the prize. It'll be simpler for me to set up, simpler for you guys to enter the contest. I think it's a more, it's a socially, more socially nice way to do it. Like, I don't feel like I'm trying to just, you know, skim for information all the time or build follower lists or whatever. I just want to engage with people. Just talk to me. Leave a comment on my blog. Seriously, like, this was what will happen if you leave a comment on my blog, because it's so quiet. I know you guys read it. I know you do. I see the traffic numbers. But I want you to talk to me, so leave me a comment. So the first one, there's three coming up. There's one live as of 8 o'clock. I don't know what time it is right now, but 8 o'clock Pacific, there'll be one live. You can win Isabel Ronan's Chasing Red, an autographed copy. And that giveaway starts today and it ends next Thursday. So if you want to enter that, how do you enter? You go to the blog post and you leave a comment, and that is it. It's very simple, right? And the next one is going to go live on Friday, and that is, I'm giving away an audiobook code for Tibby Armstrong's Surrender the Dark, which I've talked about like every day for a week. So I'm, sorry if you're tired of hearing about it, but it's a really good book, and the review is coming out on Friday, so you can check that out. And just leave a comment if you want to win the audiobook, which is like an $18 value, so it's kind of a duh. Just leave a comment. Very simple. If I have one comment, that person is winning. If I have no comments, I will strong arm someone into commenting. So go comment and get your choice. Your chance, sorry. The other one coming up, I think it's going to be on Saturday, is a prize pack. If you saw last Saturday, sometime recently, I did a giant unboxing with my friend Cheryl, and we went through that huge box of books from RWA. Yeah, I got to get rid of those. So one of those, a prize pack with a book probably signed, I'm going to give away starting on Saturday's blog post. Same deal, just leave a comment. That'll be open for probably a couple weeks. And there'll be 3 running this week, where all you have to do is leave a comment. There's a theme here. Do you hear the theme here? Yeah. It's really simple. Just come play with me. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Cool. What's next? There's like no light in here. Even though it looks like there's light, I can see it in the camera. Like I can't read this. So that's why I'm looking all funny. Did that. Okay. Okay, I feel like a dog is getting into trouble. Oh, I hope not, because I can't see him. Hi, Elizabeth. How are you? He's definitely getting in trouble. Oh, okay. I have to make a rescue really fast. I'm going to move the camera. I'm really sorry. The dog is being bad. Hey, no. What are you doing? What is that? So, this is what my dog thought was tasty. It's like holiday bulbs. Cocker Spaniels are not the smartest dogs ever. Adorable! They are adorable, but they are not very smart. Yeah, you! I'm talking about you. Hi. Oh, hi, Michelle. I'm so glad you're here. Yay! You caught me live again. I was just talking about you. And how I'm going to try to talk you into doing a stream on Friday night. Yeah? Silence. I don't know what that means. But Cheryl and I are doing it, so you'll be really sad if you're not part of it. And I'll be really sad too. You know what I'm thinking, Michelle? I'm totally just riffing here. You guys are going to laugh. I think we should do face masks. We should all put on face masks, and then we should do this and just talk about books. How fun would that be? It'd be like a girls' night before we go on our girls' wine trip on Saturday. All right, now I'm totally off script. So, thank you guys for tuning in. Also, like, here's my hearts for you. I would give you a little heart on screen, but I usually crash it when I do that. And I don't want to crash it yet because, yes, we have to talk about Venom. That's my last topic. So, are you a fan of Nalini Singh's Guild Hunter series? Because how amazing is that? Is it like, I love it. I love it. It's one of my favorite series overall. But in urban fantasy, it's just beautiful urban fantasy. And Venom, who's like this, he's a vampire, but he's also very snake-like. He has these kind of snake qualities about him in a sexy way, in a scary way. He's one of my favorite characters. And I am super psyched that his book is out. I've had an early copy, so I've gotten to read it, and I loved it, loved it, loved it. It was so good. I keep saying that. Like, every new book in that series is my new favorite book, right? Like, oh, this is my favorite in the series. No, now it's Venom's book is my favorite in the series. You know what could top this one is if Bluebell and I'm just totally having a brain fart right now. But are you just not reading Angel's Blood? Oh my gosh. Sorry, distracted by many things on the screen at the same time. Okay, so you have a long way to go. Oh, I don't want to spoil anything for you. Okay, I'm gonna try not to. But keep reading because it's bloody and it's scary, but it's really good. Like, just keep reading. And Venom, he's the best. But if there's two other angels, and if they were to get together, that might make the book better than Venom's book, because I have a thing for boys together, you know. Oh, you're rereading. Oh, I was like, wait, how could you read Venom's book after Angel's Blood? That doesn't, no. Okay, you're rereading. Oh, good for you. There's so many series I want to reread, and I would love to reread that one, but now I'm rereading Cassie Palmer, and I really should stick to one series. I mean, here's what I'm doing. I'm reading the series, the Cassie Palmer series, so I've already read like the first four books in it, and there's 6 now out. So there's basically like two I can't talk, 2 separate trilogies. They're like sets of stories that go together. And I can't just quit in the middle of that because I would go crazy. But I'm also reading other books in between. So I'll like read a Cassie Palmer book and read other books and then read a Cassie Palmer book. And I'm also editing. So it's like I have a million stories in my head right now and I can't keep them all straight, which is why I don't remember the other angel that I think that Bluebell should get with. Maybe you can remember and help me out, Elizabeth. And do you think that too? Am I crazy? Is it just me? Does anybody else think that Bluebell needs to get with the shiny guy, the sparkly diamond guy? Is she building that up, or am I crazy? Anyway, you can leave me a comment and let me know what you think about that. But what I wanted to say, the point of all of this is I am doing an interview with Nalini on my website on release day, on Venom's release day. So if you have a question, Aeodon, yes, that was it. That was very, okay, I'm gonna zen now. That was a bit much for me. Anyway, if you have a question for her, like a burning question about, anything really, but specifically if you're like, about Venom, if you have a question about Venom or the series or something burning that you just want to ask her, send it to me. I'll put my email address in the comments here so that you can see it and send it to me privately. I would love to include your question. I have to turn these in about a week, so you probably want to get on that pretty quickly if you want to send one to me. But I'm definitely taking questions, so I'm super excited about this. Okay. Well, I went through my list pretty fast, I feel like. Either that or I've just been chattering forever. I don't think I have anything else to talk about. Ty's bringing pizza, which seems to be my staple, like, I don't know why I keep eating pizza. It's really not good for me. But it's like my favorite food group because it basically is its own food group, right? Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to read the comments a little bit here so I can catch up. So Elizabeth says that someone mentioned it because they had a moment in Legion where they thought, where something might happen. Yeah, I thought that too. And there's been these sort of like undercurrents. I feel like there's been these undercurrents between them, that she's dropping hints. But I don't know, and I kind of don't want to believe it. I hope this is not spoilery. I don't think it's spoilery. I don't think so. Because they don't really have they don't really have relationships with other people. Stop that. You think everything's a spoiler, Michelle. Anyway, I was disappointed with the way things went with, I'm just going to mention the series that I don't like to mention, but Black Dagger with the Blake Quinn thing. How that was built up and built up and built and built up. And then even their book wasn't their book, right? Like it was like their book was half somebody else's book, and the characters I just didn't care about at all. So I'm kind of burned from that. So I'm thinking, I don't even want to think about the possibility of another male book in a series like that, because, like, say in this series, because if it didn't happen, I would sort of be crushed. So, we'll see. You think, so Elizabeth says she thinks Aegon will have a happily ever with someone from Archangel's Enigma. Okay. I'll have to go back and look at that. I'll look at that. Okay. Oh, yeah, blank one. Anyway, before I give actual spoilers, I will stop. Because that would be sad. Because it's a really good series and you guys should read it. Michelle, you should read it. Because then we can talk about it. I have this weird relationship with my girlfriends. We're all good friends because we read romance books, but we almost don't read the same romance books. It's funny. Like, all the ones that I love and talk about, I feel like you guys don't read them, or you don't like them. It's like, how is this possible? I found my people, and they don't like the same books I like. It just drives me nuts. But I love you. I love you. I love you. And I love anybody who's watching this video, because you guys are awesome, and it makes me very happy. You know, I've been doing this is my 15th day of doing this, and it's getting easier. It's getting easier. It's like kind of fun now. So now when I watch a video of somebody, say on YouTube, when I watch a video of someone on YouTube who's just talking at the camera, I used to be like, how can they do that? Why do they do that? What do you talk about? I kind of get that now, because I've put myself in this position where I have to talk about random shit for like 30 days. I guess you just come up with things to talk about, and then it gets to be fun. So I don't know what will happen after this. Maybe I'll do YouTube videos. We'll see. Okay, Michelle is saying that I'm wrong and that we cross book authors a lot, and that's probably true. Well, that's true. I just wish we had more that we could just be like, oh my god, and oh my god, and oh my god, and really riff off of each other. I feel like we haven't gotten there yet. We need to agree on some group reads, like where we can just be like, okay, we are for sure doing these reads together. But even then, like, what if one of us didn't like it, right? I don't know. I guess that's the way it goes. Like, not everybody likes every book. I'm just glad that you guys will talk book boyfriends with me, because that's my favorite thing to talk about. Love them. Love them. And Elizabeth, I could totally talk about Guild Hunter forever, too. And then she has the other series, Side Changeling, which is a totally different story world. And it's paranormal romance. I classify them separately. So I think of Guild Hunter as, oh my gosh, dogs. I think of Guild Hunter as urban fantasy, because it's not about the romance so much as about the greater struggle of the characters that sort of takes precedence. And the romance is strong, but I don't think it's the impetus for the story. And then there's the Side Changeling, which I see that as paranormal romance, because each one is a separate character or a separate couple, and the whole purpose of the book is to further their relationship, even though it plays into a greater story arc. Silver Silence was really good, and I haven't gotten my review up for that yet. I feel like such a slacker. Yeah, hopefully soon. I'm trying to catch up on all the stuff, because I didn't really do any reviews June and July, just life, and I had this big blog event that I did, hopefully you guys saw. So I'm kind of behind on posting things. I have like 15 reviews done, I just have to post. I'm sure the publishers would like me to post them too, because hey, we gave you this free copy, why don't you tell us what you thought about it? Yeah. So I feel like I'm a little bit behind the comments. There's a little bit of a delay here, so I'm just kind of waiting to see if anything else comes through before I sign off. I have to finish folding clothes. It's very exciting. Yeah, probably not the best thing to talk about. But the dogs have settled down, so that's great now that I'm done. All right. I think that's it for today. Thank you guys for tuning in. And I hope that you will send me questions for my Nalini Singh interview. And I hope that you will check out my podcast. I have new music and I'm super stoked about the music. I think it turned out really well. So I hope you enjoyed the podcast with Eden Bradley. Listen with headphones in, perhaps, if you have other people around, or maybe not, if you're a public sort of person. So anyway, hope you guys have a fantastic Wednesday. And thank you for all your compliments about the reviews, and I'm glad you guys are enjoying them. Aw, hearts for everybody. I see all the little hearts coming across the screen. Okay, I love you guys. I will see you tomorrow. Take care.